there are many, many more things we could be doing in addition to what we've already done. And the opportunity for the state is to, in fact, be a place where, in a carbon-constrained world, we have the infrastructure, we have the policies, we have the companies, we have the people that makes us a world leader. Right now, in the legislature, there are important discussions about another energy package. This involves a variety of items. I'll just focus on what we call House Bill 2200. This is a bill that passed overwhelmingly in the House, 147 to 52, or no, 152 to 47, I believe. Majorities of both caucuses. Every Democrat voted for it. 4.5 Republicans voted for it in the House. It's in the Senate. It's waiting action. There's debate going on, and I think there's important meetings going on today about that bill and other elements of the package. Right now, Pennsylvania is a laggard on electricity conservation generally. Not a leader among states, certainly not a leader among nations when it comes to electricity conservation programs. House Bill 2200 would change that. It would make us a leader within the United States. It would catapult us to being certainly a top 10 state and arguably a top 5 state on electricity conservation. It also has very, very important benefits for folks who don't care about climate. I think everybody should care about climate, but I'm a realist. I recognize that not everybody does. For those folks, the economic benefits are enormously important. And I think you're beginning to get a subtext to what I'm talking about. Often, there are ways of making oneself more economically competitive while reducing carbon emissions. House Bill 2200 does that. We've had a compelling demonstration of the power of demand reduction to affect a global energy price just in the last few months. On July 11th, oil globally was priced at $147 per barrel. I don't know what it's trading today, but yesterday it fell to something like $92 per barrel. Now, there are a number of causes for that, but the single biggest cause, certainly when it was trending down to about $110 a barrel, the single biggest cause was the fact that the United States has reduced its demand by roughly 5%, close to a million barrels of oil a day less being consumed in the United States now than a year ago. Softening of demand around the world also. When markets are tight, when supply and demand is close, small changes either in supply or demand can have disproportionate effects on price. So a 2 or 3% or 4% or 5% reduction in demand can actually lead to 20, 30, 40% declines in price in a tight market. We actually see examples of that in the electricity market in terms of peak prices. And it works both ways. You get very large increases in price with small increases in demand in a tight market. So that lesson ought to be something that we can carry forward to things like House Bill 2200. It can benefit folks who don't care about climate but do care about, are they going to be paying $300 or $600 or perhaps $1,000 to fill up their home heating oil tank once. That matters, I think, to folks who don't care about climate but have a pocketbook. So there's all these opportunities that we have to try to get out of our camps, political camps, our interest groups camps. And I don't expect any interest group to abandon their self-interest. But I do hope that they work committed in good faith to working for real solutions, because they're there if we care to find them. They're there if we care to work together. Now, the rest of the decline in oil price is also related to demand, I think, from say $110 to say $92. But it's basically the market's thinking of this. Now, if in fact, to read you the headline again, lending between banks seizes up. If that isn't reversed quickly, there's going to be a significant reduction in demand, not because we're conserving electricity in the least painful way, but because we're destroying demand in the most destructive way. And again, our challenge, I think, is both for our economy and for our environment to make sure that Pennsylvania's position, starting now, and 15 months from now, to be successful for the next 5, 10, 20 years. And in a carbon-constrained world, we're not going to be successful unless government acts smartly and its people act mutually and in a way that puts aside the stupidity of the past. Thank you very much.